Hi, I'm Laura, and welcome back to the Tarot Genie, where you receive intuitive insights from the tarot to your burning questions about business, career, creativity, entrepreneurship, spirituality, politics, and more. As we head into the height of the Christmas season, Christmas is just a few days away, I thought I'd want to share with you, the question was, what is your personal wake-up call for the end of this year and going into the new year? And the reason that came to mind is that one of my top favorite books of all my favorite books is A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. One, I love Charles Dickens. I took an entire course in Charles Dickens my senior year, second semester my senior year of college, and thoroughly enjoyed it. I've just always had a special affinity for the story of A Christmas Carol, the classic tale, and also the movie, the 1951 movie version of it. There have been multiple movie versions of it, of course, but that's my favorite with Alastair Sim, because I think it represents the book. It's closest to the book. And since one of the key lessons that's imparted by A Christmas Carol is how this individual who's really gone down the wrong road, who's kind of stripped of his heart, stripped of his humanity, of his compassion, has a wake-up call, gets a visit by 3 ghosts, and is able to turn his life around pretty dramatically in a short time. Granted, it's fiction, but I do think it's possible that if someone has a wake-up call such as that they can indeed make a dramatic shift fairly quickly and permanently. It doesn't happen often, but I think it can happen. As such, today I'm going to ask, and so that's of course the book I recommend, A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, and unfortunately I wish I had it with me here, but I don't have it in my little video studio that I've set up. But I have a book, the version of it that goes back to, it's a 1930s edition of the book that I got from my grandmother's house many years ago. But that's the recommended book, Christmas Carol. I try to read it every season, or at least listen to it on Audible and watch the movie. So let's see, what is your wake-up call? Now, what do you need to know in terms of your life? Let's look at this in terms of just three facets of your life that we could look at in terms of a wake-up call for you. That may be things you've overlooked, neglected somehow, and that if you make a complete turnaround or shift, you will really enjoy life much more. So I'm going to lay these 3 cards out, and I will lift them up and share them with you. So the first card, the Magician. I love this card, as I've mentioned in prior readings. Let me flip back here so you can see it more clearly. The Magician is one of my birth tarot cards, and he represents to me the epitome, and especially in the positive sense, what's your wake-up call? I think what it's suggesting for you, my viewers, that you need to wake up to see that you really do have a connection, as above, so below. You do have a connection to heaven and to earth, and you have all the tools of the tarot. You have the feelings represented by the cups, the heartfelt emotions. You've got the practical skills represented by the coins and ability to harness your finances in an effective way. The wands on this work table represent the passion and purpose. You have that. And the swords as well, the ability to communicate what's most important to you. And the Magician just represents to me the type of individual who is able to harness all the skills at his fingertips. He's got all the tools on his workbench, and it's a matter of just putting them into action and raising up that arm, linking heaven to earth, harnessing both the divine and the material in a unique way, a way that's unique to you, with all the passion represented by the red robe and purity of intention that you can muster. I would say that's the first piece of advice the tarot is giving us today, giving you about your personal wake-up call as we go into Christmas and into the new year. The second card, the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Coins. And what this card represents is intensity of focus and consistency of work and attention, and saying plow away methodically at what you're doing with passion, again, as represented by the red tights, and just true focus, true attention. Another workbench. Interesting that both of these cards have workbenches on them. That's quite interesting. And here we have the individual. This young man is steadily working away. He's away from the city, so he's set himself up so that he can really hone his attention. So this is a piece of advice to you, saying, yes, now is the time. Your wake-up call is you can move forward as long as you really focus your attention and work methodically, and don't get distracted. Don't allow those distractions. And then finally, this reading is bookended by two major arcana cards, the High Priestess. And what I see this as saying is that your wake-up call is that you need to tune in deeply and with everything you've got to your intuition and into your spiritual life. This is all about spirit, and that's what Scrooge, Ebenezer Scrooge, was able to tune into his heart once he realized, he remembered the joys of his past, of his child, both the joys and sorrows. His heart had to wake up. It had become so hardened. This is to me suggesting that not all of us here and watching this video are being hardened hearts, but it is saying that you will greatly benefit from tuning in to your intuition and really taking the time and sitting in quiet and just being listening in a listening mode and in a serious but focused mode. I see the High Priestess as being focused in a different way from the apprentice. He's hammering away at things. She's focused in a way to her intuition. And it's the moon here too. The crescent moon represents the intuition. In conclusion, well, we see that in this 3-card reading, it's bookended by two major arcana, suggesting it's important that these are important forces in your life. For your wake-up call is to tune into your ability, into your capabilities to connect the divine with the material. And the High Priestess may suggest that you can do that by tapping into your intuition. That allows you to operate in both realms. And finally, just be very methodical and focused in your approach to your activities, to your commitments, etc., with passion and purpose. And that way, you will wake up to your creativity, you will wake up to your true purpose, and you will be able to enjoy life, believe, to the max, just as Ebenezer Scrooge does by the end of A Christmas Carol. I hope this reading has been helpful for you. I will, as always, put information about A Christmas Carol. I think most people here are familiar with that book. And I will also recommend probably a Christmas song, piece of music, Christmas music, to underscore this reading. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and also subscribe if you've not already subscribed. I do personal readings, and you can find out about them at my website, thetarotgenie.com, thetarotgenie.com. And until next time, I wish you all the best, and to remember to illumine your mind, inspire your life with the tarot.